So, OTB is ending. Let's talk about that. Alright, I'm not writing link though. Let me stop. What's up, everybody? My name is Jeffrey here, and welcome back to the channel. It's been a long time since I've had that. Been about 10 months. Crazy. Well, I figured with the brand new news, if you have not seen already, it's been posted on the OTB Instagram, it's been posted on the OTB YouTube now. OTB is coming to an end on November 30th, with its final video coming out. I figured this would probably be the best time to come back and kind of just talk about things and, tell you guys where my mind's at and how I've been. First of all, I've been good. I know I haven't been around for a while, but, your boy's happy. Your boy's happy. I've just been pretty busy with, being more, just having more responsibility at work. I have a girlfriend now. Her name's Ryan. She's awesome. She's made my life really damn good recently, and I'm very happy because of her. And so, I'm sure she's watching this video. Ryan, I love you. I'll get into later about why I've been gone, but I wanted to talk about the main thing that I'm making this video for, and that's because OTB. If you guys have just been around for the last 3 years, you guys know that OTB was such a big project for me and just the boys themselves, and it was my baby, I worked so hard on that channel, and I wanted to make it work so well. I wanted to just have it thrive and, get up there with like the, just be big, And, over some time, we always talked about having season 2, and then it just like years went by, and we posted OTB Goes Outside 2, 10 months ago, and that was great, but wasn't no follow-up because, well, frankly, everyone's busy. It's the bummer thing about growing up, but that's just how it is, you know what I mean? It's hard for everybody to take a week or 2 weeks or, however long out of their schedule to come and do this, when they're not getting paid or anything, and really commit to it, you know what I mean? And yes, everybody needs a vacation, but sometimes people just can't afford it, and that's completely okay. And some people just don't have time for that type of stuff. It's how life goes. And frankly, I got to the point where I felt like it was better off to end things as is, not lead the viewers on any longer than we already have. And for that, I apologize, for leading you guys on and saying like, oh, season 2 is coming. Yes, I was being optimistic, and I really wanted season 2 to come. But, as time went on and, years passed, I was just kind of like, I feel like it's time to just end it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to lead you guys on any longer. I don't think it's right to you guys, and yeah, that was my thought process of just why, I think it was just, didn't want to hold on to false hope anymore. And like, I guess it's the unfortunate thing about it. I don't want to make it sound so sad. Like, yes, I was sad making the post and making the decision, but I also, now I am okay with my decision, and I don't feel like I will back out unless some miracle happens, you know what I mean? Literally today I posted a short, just a simple short of just like a little funny moment from a video, because I want to keep the channel active until November 30th, just so, we get a little proper send-off. And the short has amounted to 800 views. Nothing out of that channel has ever produced that much. Like, before that, it was like 133 views, not 800. So, a little mind-boggling, to say the least, for sure. Hasn't swayed me yet. We will see how the month goes and how everything goes, and if I really do think it's possible for a season 2, then maybe I will back out of what I said, and we'll see. But for right now, the decision is still yes, it's over. After November 30th. We will see how it goes, though. Today kind of made me feel like what? As soon as I do something, it decides to pop off like that, it's you know, it's a little weird. It's a little weird. And I even texted the guys, like, what the hell is going on? Like, we've never amounted these views. I mean, in total, we've had over 1,000 views today on Instagram and YouTube. So we've never amounted to that in even a week. Just saying. Just saying. And they're all joking around like, yep, we're back. You know what I mean? No, we got to make this happen. And I'm like, okay, guys. Okay. Look, I am not opposed to the idea of making a season 2 at all. Like, trust me, if anyone's on board, it's me. I just want to make sure it's happening. We will see how the month goes. After today, I'm not too sure anymore. I guess that's the elephant in the room of big things that's happening. And I guess next thing to talk about is this channel. JNM, of course. Man, where do I begin? I guess to start off, I should say, like, you know, I'm sorry for being gone for long, and, you know, as I kind of explained at the start, you know, busy life and having a girlfriend now, it's made life a little busier, and it's a good type of busy, you know what I mean? I love spending time with her, and it's my pride and joy. I love doing it. I love spending time with her, and, you know, as I've got more important at work, I'm working more hours and I have more responsibility on me, so I tend to just get home and be tired and just go to bed. It's hard to balance things, especially when it is a hobby that does require a certain amount of time, you know, because I've put in, I don't even know how many hours I've put into just editing, to looking up ideas for videos, or making thumbnails, or just everything that, you know, YouTube requires you to do. I put a lot of time into this stuff. I've been doing this for almost 10 years, and it's kind of sad when you look at the sub count, but it's okay. I've really never done this as like a thing to just make money, you know. I would love to make money on the show, on my channel, but it's never been the main goal. I've always used YouTube as just a gateway for me to have fun and make memories with, you know, with my friends and stuff, and yeah, do stuff like that. It's never been a money thing, and I don't think it ever will. Even if I do get to the point where I am making money and it's just like my full-time job, I'm still going to want the quality to be the best thing about it, and make sure it's funny and that it's genuine humor and it's not fake or anything. You know what I mean? That's never been what I've been about, and I would hate for it to get that way. Nonetheless, you know, I kind of want to just speak about why I decided to just kind of dip off 10 months ago. And I guess, you know, I could always say the whole busy thing and this and that, but it also has to do with just a lack of motivation, I would say. And it's weird because, especially when my most successful year had just passed in 2024, I never had a year like that. And I was only on YouTube for about 4 months at that time, like when I returned. And I had the most successful year I've ever had on the platform ever. And so going into 2025, I was, you know, ready, and I was just like, here we go, we're doing it. We're going to push all year and make this work, because I generally thought that things were going to work. But I did tend to notice a bit of quantity over quality, you know, and I guess it's not a bad thing per se, but I guess I just wasn't as passionate about the videos as I once was when I was making other projects, you know, in the past. And it caused me to feel a little just uneasy and not so motivated to do these videos, because I was so used to putting so much time and effort into these videos when I wasn't. I would put in about an hour of me just cutting and snipping and cut, snip, cut, outro, bam, it's out. That's all it is. It's all it was. I wasn't even making my own thumbnails anymore. Granted, you know, I love the thumbnails that I did make with, like, through my artists that I got them from. Like, they're great. I love them. But I felt like I was losing what made me get into YouTube. You know what I mean? I loved editing. I love doing the thumbnails. I love doing every little aspect of it. I know it gets unrealistic in times, especially when, you know, I'm working a job now as I'm doing this. It makes it really hard to put all my time into this, because again, I'm working like 10-hour shifts. I come home, I'm exhausted. I don't want to hop on the computer, sit like this, you know, typing away and doing shit. You know what I mean? And it's understandable. And I'm not, you know, dogging on people that have hired editors or, you know, hired thumbnail artists, because I did. I hired thumbnail artists. I guess it's just how I fell in love with content creation was because I was doing it. I was making the video. Nobody else had a say in it. It was my stuff. It was my baby. And I just realized that I wasn't doing the best work that I could be doing. And granted, like, again, the views were coming in. The views were coming in. But at the cost of me not feeling like the video wasn't good. And you can ask my friends, you can ask everyone, even though the views were coming in, the video itself was so bland in my opinion. And I hated that. I hated that so much. And I was really relying on our humor to just carry the video instead of having the flashy subtitles, the flashy meme, the sounds, the sound effects, the music. I wasn't doing any of that. It was just a snip cut, outro, bam, that's it. And so it did cause me to lose motivation, even though that the views were coming in. They were doing fantastic, really. And like, I will never regret what I did, because the videos did do well. And some videos from that time, you know, from that year were great. There were some great videos in there, but most of them I just wasn't happy with. And it sucked. And you know, obviously when you want to be consistent on your channel and make sure that you're at least posting 2 to 3 times a week, and that's not even including shorts where I'm posting every day a week, it can get tiring. And it also gets tiring when you're working on stuff that you're not passionate about. And I don't ever want it to be that way. You know, I don't ever want it to be where I'm just making videos to make videos. Not because I actually like the video that I'm making. Yes, the humor's funny, but I'm not putting my all into it because I'm not fully immersed in trying to make it the best video it can be. No, I'm going for quantity. And I hated that. And I genuinely just hated that. And it made me just not want to upload anymore. And that's exactly what happened. And I know that realistically what I was doing was probably the best for the channel. And frankly, I don't know how it's going to be now that I'm back. But, you know, I don't know. I really don't know. It's kind of, I hope I hope you guys can understand where I'm coming from. Because some of you guys are probably just like, you know, being like, oh, well, yeah, it's not the same, but you're also having the best success in your career ever. You know what I mean? And yes, I do understand that portion of it. But I guess it's just the pride in me that just I didn't like it, I guess. I guess that's really the explanation of the in-depth explanation. That's the explanation, really, of why I was actually gone. Yes, of course, busy, like me at work and you know, me being busy in life, of course, that has something to do with it. But the main issue, the main problem was that I wasn't motivated to keep going because I didn't like the work that I was putting out. And so, you know, I think that I am finally ready to commit and, you know, use the time that I can to do YouTube again. I want to increase the quality, and I think I just have to find ways that I can make it quicker. I think that's the goal now, is that I want to keep the same quantity that I was going at, but I want to up the quality. I just have to find shortcuts and ways around to make it to where it doesn't take as much time. That's a tricky part, but I'm going to figure that out for sure. So as soon as this video launches, shorts are going to be right back to being uploaded every day. And then I hopefully will get a video out by, I want to aim for Tuesday. I think Tuesday will probably be the best option for sure. And let's just say it's good old Battlefield 6. I'm gonna funny thing, for this Battlefield 6 video, yes, Battlefield 6 is out, but the footage I'm using is it's beta footage, because I recorded, never uploaded it until now. So bam. There's your first video back, folks. It's gonna be Battlefield 6. Again, I'm gonna aim for Tuesday, which is, let me give you guys an exact date. That'll be November 11th. November 11th. Give me some time to get back into it and stuff. And I got you guys. Yeah, I don't want to hold you guys any longer. It's already about to be 20 minutes on the recording. wanted to get that off my chest and update you guys on where I've been and update you guys on just how the channel is going to be going. So once again, I hope you guys are not too sad about OTB ending and stuff. And you know, I know it's not the best news, and I don't want it to be sad though, and just, you know, appreciate what it was for the time that it was being done. You know, I don't want it to be a sad like ending. Also, I will be live streaming that day, so November 30th, I will be live streaming it. So if you want to watch it with me, go ahead and do that. I'll be streaming here right on YouTube, like always when I stream. It's been a while, but hey, when I do stream, it will be on YouTube. And you know, make sure to go show OTB a love. It really it needs it for sure. It hurts. Like in a way, it does hurt. Like, yes, I'm okay with the decision that I'm making, but you know, it pains me to even have to make this decision. To make the decision of ending something that frankly, I worked so hard on. I was like the director. You know, I made the branding, I edited the videos, I made the thumbnails, I have all access to the social medias. You know, this is my baby. And to say goodbye to something that I worked a lot of hours into, especially at a time where, you know, I was in college while I was editing these videos, and college wasn't great for me, and I wasn't in the best headspace mentally. I was, you know, frankly, just to put it short, I was depressed. And these videos just made it a lot easier to go through life, you know, and just made it a little easier, even though I was struggling and my anxiety was at the worst that it was had ever been at. So editing those videos and stuff like OTB the house tour, Goes Outside 1, Late Night Moments, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader, Bank, 3v3, all that stuff was done in college. And it just, again, it made life easy, and it made life just a little bit easier than it was for me. And it helped me get away from the real world for just a couple hours a day. Anyway, I don't want to make this so sad and depressing. It's not the point of this video. I want you guys to know I'm in good spirits regardless of OTB ending. You know, I'm okay with the decision that I'm coming to make. And I mean, who knows? I guess I really can't just say outright that it's ending after the success of the video that I posted today on OTB. It's kind of made me question things, you know what I mean? When you just post a little stupid short that I thought was funny for the channel, and it just ends up popping off, and it's the biggest thing that I've ever posted on the channel, it really makes you wonder now, you know? It really makes you wonder. Anyways, this has been the video. Hope you guys have enjoyed. I know it's just a little simple, boring sit-down video, but hey, sometimes these videos are needed. Videos are back on the main channel, November 11th. Have the date marked. Battlefield 6 video coming out. Shorts will start right back up tomorrow. So, November 7th. November 7th, the shorts will start. Yeah. Right back to where we were. And, yeah. It's been Jeff, guys. I love you all, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.